Hello everyone and welcome to my end of term video message. Some really great things have been happening here at TPS this spring term of 2023. Most notably, we've been back to the theatre, which has been absolutely incredible. We performed a few weeks ago our high school musical, a whole school production involving over 100 students from each of the different year groups. It was really tremendous, down at the new Theatre Royal in Portsmouth, which is obviously a really historic, well-known theatre that's had Laurel and Hardy, Morecambe and Wise performing on that stage in the past as well. So a huge well done to everyone who was involved in that. Secondly, I'd like to talk about our parent survey. Big thank you to the over 400 parents who completed that over the past few weeks as well. We got some really encouraging results from that, and some things that we want to work on in terms of some really useful feedback in terms of some of the areas that parents want to see improved. So the headline figures were really strong and are attached to this email as well, with over 90% of parents saying they would recommend TPS to another parent, which is just absolutely fabulous to have that, and we really appreciate that partnership with parents as well. We were convincingly above the national average for these type of measures, because we can compare them to how the national average databases for these kinds of questions. So there is a good range of subjects available to my child at this school, 95% of parents agreeing. My child can take part in clubs and activities at this school, 96% of parents agreeing with that. So some really lovely things there. In terms of feedback that we're taking on board and want to improve over the next year, the school lets me know how my child is doing. We're around the national average for that, and we do want to see that improved. And we know, and we had a few comments in there as well regarding the reports and how they work as well. Mr. Holbrook, who's responsible for our reports home to parents, has filmed some really useful videos that are the links are in this message as well, that you can look at to explain what the reports do show, and we are looking at how we can make those reports even more useful and helpful in the future. So thank you for that feedback. The other area of feedback we got from parents was around trips, and having a list of trips and what's happening in advance so parents can see what's going on and can plan for that financially. And of course we appreciate that's really important. So we're working really hard to make that happen and make it really clear and transparent how students are selected for trips when they're oversubscribed, and so that whole area. So thank you very much for that feedback. We are absolutely listening and taking that on board. Other things to talk about very quickly are our solar panels that I spoke about before Christmas. They are now up on the roof, which is excellent, and we're hoping they're going to be connected hopefully over the next month or so. We're then looking to get additional solar panels to go on the sports hall as well roof. So we're hoping that overall we could have as much as 25%, 30% of our electricity usage from those solar panels, which is great. And so thank you again to everyone who contributed and gave money towards that. We really appreciate it. The other thing to say, and that came through from the parent survey, was how valuable the learning journeys have been on our website. So they're all available now on our website. They complement the information evenings we did at the start of the year to let you know what your child will be learning throughout the year. It's just a single page for each subject, so you can see a kind of snake-like figure about what's happening in each year group, where they're going next, what their next topics are. Final thing for me to talk about in this short video message is some leadership changes that are happening here at TPS over the coming months. I'm really delighted to say and super proud of Mrs. Holman and Mr. Timmons, who have both secured promotion, and parents that have had interactions with them will not be surprised by that at all. So Mr. Timmons is off to join Stenning Grammar School as their new head of school in West Sussex. And so we're really pleased for him. That's wonderful. And Mrs. Holman has secured the headship at Eggers School in Alton, and so she will be leaving here in September to take up that position. That does mean we are advertising for a new deputy head to come and fulfil some of the responsibilities that Mrs. Holman had particularly. And one of the big benefits of being part of the Bohunt Education Trust is that we will have someone seconded to us to help undertake some of Mr. Timmons's roles, and I'll introduce them in due course as well. But a huge congratulations to them. They'll both be obviously massively missed by the whole Team TPS community, but it's really well deserved for both of them. So finally, it leaves me just to say I wish all of our TPS families a really happy Easter, and we look forward to seeing your children again after the Easter break. Thank you. Goodbye.